In this video, I will introduce a sample competition instructions document. So looking at the front page of the instructions document, there's quite a lot of information already displayed. So you can see this is building information modelling, modelling collaboratively, then finding errors, correcting information models, setting up construction drawings and visualisation. Everything that we do in the document is to ISO 19650. On the front page you'll also see the project number, WSUK19 for this example, and we'll use that as the project number for any of the models that we would save or any of the documents that we would save. The project name, in this case, is Worldskills UK Head Office. The type, also quite important, is Commercial Office Complex, and we'll have some facility classification information against that from Uniclass 2015. The facility name, Worldskills UK Head Office, and the site name is Ravenscraig. Also noted in the front page, you're being given 15 minutes before the competition starts, reading time, which gives you 15 minutes to read this and ask for any clarifications. Obviously that wouldn't be help or assistance, it's just clarifications. Just making sure that you understand what the document is asking or what the instructions are asking you to do. So on the second page we can see the listed tasks. So we're looking at the tasks in the instructions or the competition. We'll be modelling from construction drawings, complying with a project BEP to create a volume of the structural as well as the architectural project information models. Obviously the drawings and the BIM execution plan will be provided. And then we'll go on to federate multidiscipline models and use Navisworks to find any errors, upon which we'll correct those modelling errors and update the project information model. Once the models are correct, then we can sheet up our construction drawings, our floor plans, our elevations, etc. And the following table, status codes to be used for this project. If we look at the directories that we're using at this point, work in progress directory, anything that's in work in progress directory should have a status code of S0. Anything that's in shared, if it's being shared for coordination, we'll have a status code of S1. If it's in shared for information, then it would be S2. And again, just at the bottom of that, it's a 5-hour task. Refer to the execution plan, section 3.3 in this example for any project deadlines. So the first task that we'd look at then would be a structural task, and it says in task 1, within your own project area on BIM 360, which we're using for the common data environment, create a directory called structural work in progress, and you're being asked to save to that unless otherwise specified for the remainder of this task. And then task 2, from your resources directory, again on BIM 360, download a template file. The 2019 WSUK structural Revit template is provided within the resources folder. Download that and then begin a brand new project. Then looking at step 3, this is to be volume 2 of the structural project information model. Again, each of the tasks and each of the steps are very descriptive. It's not specifically asking you to save it as a volume 2. I think that gives away the task and the instructions, what you're actually being expected that you already know. You're being asked in step 3 to set up the project as a collaborative file, so save it to your structural work in progress directory, but when you name it, you should be naming it using ISO 19650 naming conventions. We will go into more detail in future videos and I'll show you practically how to do each of the steps that are in this. But at this point, even looking at the English and how it's worded, this is to be volume 2. So once we have our project number, our originator code, then this is volume 2. And again, like the other steps, step 4, refer to the BEP for workset naming protocols and create all the structural worksets. So you will need to look at the BIM execution plan, and within the BIM execution plan, know how to find and locate where the worksets are, how to name them, and then complete that task. And then step 5, on site level, link in. So we're looking at insert link, a Revit file You'll link it in from the resources directory. It says here there's more than one provided. Use the one that is named to ISO 19650 naming conventions. And you can check that using the NBS toolkit, which is permitted during the tasks. And so completing the structural task, as I say, we will go into more detail in each of these. This is just an overview of what the tasks are. We then come to the architectural section. So task B, again, create a new project. This will be volume 2 of the architectural project information model. It describes where to save it. It describes how to name it. And then you'll have architectural work sets to create, architectural walls, floors. We can see ceilings, and then create architecture within that. The next task, task C, which is class detection using Navisworks. So again, all of the models that will be there will be provided, and you'll simply have to download them, federate them, and perform these hard clashes and soft clashes as described. And then you're instructed, if you find any problem, then review it, relocate, add comments, or assign no issue to that. So one of the other tasks that we have is quality assurance task, and it's done exclusively on BIM 360 using the issues tools. Using BIM 360 model coordination tools, quality assure the project named, and you give the name of the model in the published directory. Quality assure the rooms listed below, so we can see the rooms that are listed 01, 03, 4 and 01, 11 on level 0. And for each issue that you find, you're being asked to create an issue within BIM 360, add a note describing the issue, and then assign the issue to the BIM training manager, in this instance Gary Hogg of Baker Hicks. Once the model has been quality assured and clash detection done, some of the issues that may show up in the next step would be corrective modelling, where we take these issues and correct them, update and save the project information model. So the next task is drawing production. Once the models have been corrected, we can sheet up our floor plans, elevations, sections, details as required. And then the last task in this instruction document is visualization. So in this case, using Enscape, create a representation of the federated architectural project information models, and you're asked to produce one external view, one internal view, and one 360-degree view. There is a site topography available within the resources directory if you want to use that. Use of composition, lighting, background, placement of entourage and other components are actually what are considered in the marking of this task.